He wants to get that guy out of there. It's up to De Leon to miss or have Spinks miss and counter. Whether he can do it or not remains to be seen.
We're about set to come to you live from Atlantic City, and we'll be back with the start of the fight after this word from your local station.
This is CBS.
Leon Spinks, 29 years of age. Carlos De Leon, 23. Spinks at 6 feet. Carlos De Leon, 5'11". Spinks outweighs De Leon by 7 pounds, but he gives away a little over an inch in reach. We're set to go 10 rounds. Cruiserweight bout from Harrah's Marina Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our referee, the well-known Arthur Mercanti. That's a look at Carlos De Leon and a familiar visage, Leon Spinks. And almost immediately, Spinks becomes the aggressor in the fight, and Gil, you expect that to prevail throughout.
Yes, I think Spinks is going to chase him. He's going to try to put pressure on him. It's going to be up to De Leon, slip punches, lateral movement, and counter.
Those of you unfamiliar with the cruiserweight division, this is the WBC version of it. The weight limit is 195 pounds. And they're having at each other in the far side.
Watching Spinks in training, Vern, I've never seen a transformation. His last fight, he was 195. This one, he's 194 3/4. But his body has changed. He really looks like he's in good condition.
Now, he claims to have trained for 7 weeks for this fight. Do you believe that?
Well, if he says so, I'm not going to argue with Leon Spinks.
He's been in a great frame of mind the last couple of days. Friendly, jovial, outgoing. Carlos De Leon, the younger of the two. And Spinks goes to work on the body in the corner. Leon Spinks lands with the uppercut. It was kind of a glancing blow.
De Leon is going to have to nail Spinks with a good punch to have him respect him. Otherwise, Leon's going to walk right through him.
Leon Spinks has fought only 2 times as a cruiserweight. He defeated Ivy Brown, a 10-round decision, and then won the North American version of the championship with a decision over Jesse Burnett here in New Jersey that was very controversial.
Good left hook by De Leon. He spun Spinks right into it.
Latter stages round number 1. Sellout crowd, and Mercanti breaks him apart.
Another good combination by De Leon.
1 minute to go, first round.
Vern, Spinks has never been too hard to hit. It's just the fact that he put so much pressure on the other guy. He's willing to take punishment to dish it out, and a lot of times he just discourages the other fighter and wears him out.
He says this is his natural weight, that he's too light to fight as a heavyweight, but he might go back upstairs if successful as a cruiserweight.
That is if the money's right, Vern. He gave us that big grin and said, if the money's right.
30 seconds to go, round number 1. Overhand right from Leon Spinks. Good counterpunching, however, from De Leon. Oh, it's a lively crowd here.
Lively crowd and a rough first round for both fighters.
10 seconds to go as Spinks and De Leon expend a lot of energy here in round number 1. Round number 2 from Atlantic City. Leon Spinks in the black trunks. Carlos De Leon from Rio Pedras, Puerto Rico in the red, white, and blue. Good left jab from Spinks early on.
Well, as soon as the round started, De Leon started to move and started to pump and jab himself, Vern, and that's what he's going to have to do. Just like that. Keep Spinks at a distance and nail him with those right hands. You can't miss Leon with a right hand, but you must keep him off you, which is not an easy task.
That really is De Leon's best punch, is it not? His right hand?
Yes, he is. He's a good right-hand puncher, and he has a good left hook inside, too.
Carlos De Leon held the Cruiserweight Championship. He had won it from Marvin Campbell, but he lost it to S.T. Gordon, was knocked out in the second round, a fight televised here on CBS.
Well,
he was a macho kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, he told me that he just loaned his title to S.T. Gordon. It's out on loan now, but he's going to get it back.
Spinks working on the body on the ropes.
Well, again, De Leon started out by boxing using the center of the ring. Now he's back against the ropes. This is Leon Spinks' territory.
Spinks will be a Tiger throughout. And what a turbulent career he has had. There's the left of the chin by Spinks, kind of a glancing blow. If it becomes a wrestling match, he's got the advantage, I think.
Yes, he's much stronger. He's heavier and he's stronger physically than De Leon.
Interesting contrast, Gil. He had to come down in weight, but not that much. But De Leon had to go up for this cruiserweight division. And Spinks may have connected then. De Leon counterpunching, however.
Brian, they're both connected. Good, solid punches.
They both can take a punch, can't they?
Oh, yeah.
And they've both taken a few.
You know, De Leon got knocked out by S.D. Gordon. That doesn't mean he can't take a punch. S.D. Gordon is a tremendous puncher, and anybody he hits right is going to go.
1 minute remaining, round number 2. Scheduled 10-rounder from Atlantic City. Cruiserweight fight. This is a non-title fight. The WBC Cruiserweight champion, S.T. Gordon, is here. As is the man Leon Spinks defeated for the World Heavyweight Championship back in '78, Muhammad Ali. Are you surprised at the pace of this fight so far?
No, I'm not, because anytime anybody goes in the ring with Leon Spinks, this is the pace they can expect. You have to be ready. He lets it all hang out, Leon, and that's the way he lives. He's a very, very honest guy. Honest fighter, doesn't hide anything from anybody.
Final 15 seconds of round number 2. In the corner again, which, as Gil said, is Spinks territory. It's been a whale of a bout thus far. We have just completed the second round live from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Round number 3 from Atlantic City. Vern Lundquist along with Gil Clancy, Leon Spinks, and Carlos De Leon, and a good second round for Carlos De Leon.
You have to watch De Leon. He's very, very clever inside. He throws very, very short, accurate punches. A lot of Leon's punches are wide, and they're caught by the shoulders and elbows of De Leon. There is an example.
They're in the corner again.
Well, if you notice, De Leon is throwing those clean punches between Leon's hands.
De Leon refers to himself as sugar. Go ahead, Gil.
And that's not to say that De Leon's getting the best of it in there, but because Leon throws such a volume of punches that some have to go through, and again, he's the stronger guy. But if I was in De Leon's corner, I'd have him moving side to side in boxing and looking to nail Leon with that straight right hand, because you can hit him with it.
There's Spinks going to work on the body again. De Leon is 23 years of age. He's been a pro since the time he was 15. He started boxing at the age of 10 as an amateur and won 81 fights and lost 8. Again, he won the championship over Marvin Campbell and then defended his title against Campbell, but lost it to S.T. Gordon here in New Jersey. This is round number 3 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Under New Jersey Boxing Commission rules, the 3 judges who score the fight will score it on a round-by-round basis with a 5-point supplemental system, Gil. You might explain that. Well,
The way it goes, Brian, if the rounds are even, if each fighter wins 5 rounds at the end, then they go to the points. If the fight is not even, if one fella has an edge in rounds, he wins the fight. I don't know if that's such a good system. I like the point system because it penalizes a guy to win a round big and not get more credit in 1 round.
This is round number 3 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. We have 1 minute remaining. There's a good left from Carlos De Leon. He's a more effective counterpuncher than I thought he would be. He's fighting very well out of those clinches.
Yes, he is. He's very, very short, snappy punches. Very short, snappy punches.
Leon Spinks, now 29 years of age, has been relatively inactive since he was knocked out by Larry Holmes. He actually, in 1979, when he got knocked out by Coetzee in Monte Carlo in the first round, that was his only fight. Then he fought 4 times the next year, went up against Larry Holmes, was KO'd in the 3rd round, and has had only 2 fights since then. Has that inactivity helped him or hurt him?
It hurts any fighter, Brian. I believe in keeping a fighter active. Keep him in the gym and keep him active.
Final 10 seconds, round 3 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Leon Spinks, Carlos De Leon in a 10-round scheduled cruiserweight bout. Good left from De Leon. Hear the bell. Arthur McCanty waves both fighters to the center of the ring as we begin round number 4. Leon Spinks to the right, and Carlos De Leon, the 23-year-old Puerto Rican, now to his right.
You notice as soon as the round begins, De Leon keeps Spinks at a distance, uses his jab, and he dropped a good right hand. That's the instructions he gets from the corner. For 20 seconds after the round starts, he forgets all about it. Douglas Valiant, an ex-great lightweight, is in Carlos De Leon's corner, and he said, hit him in the body and then use that right hand.
See if he follows instructions through more than the first 30 seconds of round number 4. De Leon with a record, as we said, of 32-2-1. Oh, that's kind of a sloppy overhand right, wasn't it?
Yeah, very, very sloppy. That's because De Leon had him on the end of that jab. Just stopped him.
Spinks with a left up to the chin, but it was blocked. And they stay in the corner. Pretty good comp. Now Spinks with a good counter combination. Well, they're 3, 4, 5 punches landing, and then boom, the other guy comes right back with another combo.
As you said, Brian, this is a macho fight. I don't know why De Leon has to be so macho. Again, I'd like to see him in the center of the ring boxing.
You think his tactics have been in error thus far?
That's correct. He can snap that jab, drop those combinations, and then move out of there. You don't wait for the receipt.
Leon Spinks tries the left, followed by the right. We're midway through round number 4 from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Right now, this is almost a carbon copy of the Burnett fight, which was a very, very hard fight to score. Spinks was the aggressor. He was throwing a lot of punches, and Burnett was pinpointing his shots.
That's Jesse Burnett, from whom Leon Spinks won the North American Boxing Federation Cruiserweight Championship. He was really funny when he was talking about whether he'd stay as a cruiserweight, because we said, you'll never go back to heavyweight. Boy, that huge grin. He said, well... Good left jab from De Leon. And there's a good overhand right from Carlos De Leon. Now Spinks takes a good left again.
Well, Spinks said when he gets hit, he gets mad. He's mad now because he's been hit.
Round 4 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. A good left hook by Carlos De Leon.
You know, Leon said, I'm not like my brother. He said, my brother can keep it all together. He gets hit a good punch. He doesn't lose his cool. He said, I know what I do. I get mad. I lose my cool.
How important is this fight for Leon Spinks, Gil?
This could be his life right here. If he loses this fight, he has to take a long look at his future.
Do you think he knows that?
Yes, I do.
Final 15 seconds of round number 4. We've gone through 4 of a scheduled 10 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Carlos De Leon and Leon Spinks. Almost midway through the scheduled 10-rounder. Round number 5. Leon Spinks to the right, Carlos De Leon to the left.
There again, as soon as the round starts, De Leon comes out boxing. Every round he begins the same way, and then again he gets strapped into those exchanges on the ropes. But he does beautiful when he's out in the center of the ring and keeps Spinks at a distance.
Yeah, we've got a circumstance with these two men that some might question, and that is the fact that they are both managed by Carl King, Don King's son.
Well, it has happened in boxing before, Vern. I mean, you can't deny the fighter the opportunity. They're in a weight class where one of them is going to get a fight at the title, so you can't say, well, because they're managed by the same guy, they shouldn't fight. You can see that they're fighting hard. They're not worried about Carl King right now. He's not in either corner, so you just can't say that there's anything wrong with it.
This is round 5, and Leon Spinks has shown a tendency to tire in the later rounds of a fight.
You know, Vern, he looks like he's tired, but he has such great heart. I've seen him before where he's breathing, gasping for breath, and somehow he pulls it from somewhere, and he manages to come back.
Arthur McConty breaks him apart.
Look at he's bouncing now.
They were looking at his left cheek in the corner between rounds. Problem?
Well, it could be, Lynn. It's not a problem, not a big problem right now. You have to worry about swellings above there. A big punch by De Leon. He's nailing Spinks with some pretty good shots now. Again, when he gives himself a little room.
He's done superbly in the center of the ring. And not as well when they've gotten into the corners or on the ropes. De Leon has been the aggressor and has really had the better of it the last 3 rounds. Spinks missing.
Fighting very confidently, De Leon is right.
He's got a confident look in his eyes.
Yes, very, very confident.
Mercante is going to have to get in the middle and mix it up. This is round 5 of a scheduled 10-rounder. 1 minute remaining, and Spinks looks a little bushed.
And his right eye is beginning to close. Just got hit with another good left hook.
Good combination from De Leon, and now Spinks is bleeding at the mouth.
And De Leon is dancing.
See him duck the right then. Spinks came with the overhand right, and De Leon just moved his head back, just a fraction. Want to alert our stations along the line that there'll be a station break at the end of this round. 30 seconds remaining in round 5, and De Leon has had much the better of it in this 3-minute segment. Again, the scoring, 3 judges who score it on a round-by-round basis. And those judges are Richard Murray, Phil Newman, and Frank Brunette. We'll be back with more boxing from Atlantic City after this word from your local station.
Working on Leon Spinks now. He's bleeding from the nose. His right eye is starting to close. He's in trouble right now.
Are you surprised at the fight De Leon was put up?
Yes, I am. I didn't think that he had the physical strength that he does have. Appears to have in this fight.
Good-looking young man from Rio Pedras, Puerto Rico, Carlos De Leon. 2 losses in his career as we get underway with round number 6. Vern Lundquist and Gil Clancy from Atlantic City on CBS.
It's going to take a big punch by Leon Spinks. Instead, it's the other way around for Spinks to get back in this fight. Anytime they're at a distance, he's at De Leon's mercy.
Good overhand right at the left of the body. He's putting his punches together so well. And now De Leon backs off, and here comes Spinks. Round number 6.
Leon will always come. He has the heart of a lion. But sometimes that just isn't enough, Vern. You have all the courage in the world, but if you don't have the ability, Leon looks like a guy that's aging right in front of our eyes.
He has had one of the most turbulent careers in recent boxing history. Winning the World Championship from Muhammad Ali in only his 8th fight, losing it 7 months later. Getting knocked out by Coetzee in the first round of the fight in Monte Carlo. Getting knocked out by Larry Holmes, and now losing currently to Carlos De Leon.
Well, that's in our opinion, Vern. We've seen stranger things happen in this business.
Isn't that the truth? We better leave ourselves an out. Round 6 from Atlantic City. Spinks is 29. Has really been inactive, but Carlos De Leon hasn't fought all that much in recent years.
Well, he took a long layoff. He had managerial problems, took a long layoff. But he's back now, and he sure looks good. Look at those beautiful combinations.
Last time he fought for the championship, and this is not a championship fight. He won the first round against S.T. Gordon, and then at one point, Gil, I think, took 28 consecutive punches from Gordon before he stopped the fight.
Yes, and that's against the bomber. He also has all the courage in the world.
Leon Spinks with a left that was kind of a slap. And De Leon again with a counterpunch off the ropes.
Throwing beautiful combinations. He's pinpointing his shots, body and head. He looks like a complete fighter in there today, Brian.
Doing a good job defensively, too, isn't he, Gil?
Yes, he is.
Dante breaks him up. Now, in Spinks' psyche, does the frustration begin to grow about now?
Yes, Leon is definitely getting frustrated, but all he knows is to keep coming forward and keep trying, and that's what Leon will do.
Want to alert our stations along the line. There'll be a station break coming up at the end of this round with 29 seconds remaining. Oh, good combination from De Leon again.
And Leon walking right after him again. You think he was the guy that landed the punches. You know, usually if a guy hits a guy a couple of good punches, he chases him. But you hit Leon, he's right back after you.
10 seconds remaining in round number 6. Cruiserweight battle scheduled for 10 between Leon Spinks and Carlos De Leon. We'll be back with more boxing from Atlantic City after this word from your local station.
All right, here's Arthur McCanty taking a good long look at Leon Spinks. And he's stopping the fight. It's all over. All over. The winner, Sugar De Leon, gave a great performance today.
Well, how about that? Carlos Sugar De Leon. Technical knockout. They stopped the fight at the end of round 6. And Carlos De Leon may have a rematch in mind with S.T. Gordon, I would think now.
It's a natural right now, but again, they stopped the fight in Leon Spinks' corner. I'm sure it wasn't Leon's decision to stop the fight. Probably wiser heads prevailed in the corner because he'd go out there and he'd go out there and he'd keep trying until something happened. Either the referee would stop or he'd take 10. He never quit in the corner.
He was taking a real beating, wasn't he? Especially the last 3 rounds.
De Leon was enjoying himself. He was doing anything he wanted with Spinks in there the last 3 rounds of the fight.
There's a good look at 23-year-old Carlos De Leon. His father, Roberto De Leon, is here. His brother, Antonio De Leon, is here. And I'm listening to someone in the ring saying that he was bleeding in the mouth, and that was a problem for Leon Spinks. Del Williams is trainer in the corner with him. There's a look at Carlos De Leon. Eddie Mafu's his trainer is in there with him, or manager rather.
Well, you know what? I watched the De Leon getting ready for the S.D. Gordon fight. He looked like $1 million, and one punch changed it, but he showed me again that he really can fight.
Well, it was something to see here in Atlantic City as Carlos Sugar De Leon. Leon Spinks will be back here in Atlantic City in just a moment, but first, let's go back to our New York studios and Brent Musburger. All right, thank you, Brent. We're back here at ringside with the referee, Arthur Mercante. At the end of 6, why the decision to stop the fight?
His eye was totally closed. He was bleeding profusely from the mouth. He was gagging with his blood even during the course of the round. And then when I went to look at his eye, he just couldn't see at all, so there was no point letting it on. His eye was totally swollen. He was beatboxing with one eye.
Which eye? Was there any
The left eye, of course.
The left eye.
Yeah, the left
was
eye.
there any disagreement at all from the...
No. He took it very, very well. As a matter of fact, he appeared to be quite pleased when I stopped it. He didn't say a word.
Arthur, let's go take a look here at the monitor and see if we can see. We've got the monitor.